What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here. Just a quick hit video because Bob World Builder made an amazing video talking about sponsorships and things. And I just wanted to kind of clear the air on this video that none of the content you're seeing regarding the Player's Handbook 2024 is sponsored content. And if in some weird turn of events, some aspect of it ends up being sponsored, I will clearly, one, tell you at the start, and two, have to check the little box that says it's paid promotion, because that's how the world works. You have to denote when you're being paid for an ad for something. But I'm making this content because, one, we've been on this journey for almost 4 years at this point on the 1D&D to official Player's Handbook updates. I'm still passionate about D&D. I like the game. I still play the game. So I have thoughts and opinions on the adjustments made one way or another. And I want to give you my opinion. It's also like we're at the point where we're basically a full month before even digital release on D&D Beyond for this. So, from a purely business standpoint, getting out in front of it and releasing this content early helps to, make you one of the people, the hype behind it. You'll ride that hype wave highly. And again, as somebody who makes D&D content on YouTube, making content when it's relevant, especially the niche that I've sort of found myself in as one of my main things being news coverage. I know nothing, one of the biggest things is news is only news when it's new. So, if I have a great example is I've talked about how I sort of missed the window for whatever reason. I just didn't make content on the Book of Many Things when it drops, and I was so happy about that book and so pumped about it, but then it was kind of marred by all of the shipping issues and all the weird stuff going on with that I just didn't make videos on it. And I could make a video covering Book of Many Things stuff now, and while it'll do okay, it won't do nearly as well as it would have been if I'd made it within the couple of days to weeks after that book released. So again, from a purely, monetary business standpoint, making videos about the Player's Handbook before and during its release is the best time frame for me to do that. And the way, YouTube ad revenue works, while it is all over the place and horribly inconsistent, more eyeballs on your videos equals more YouTube ad revenue. So if I can make more videos about this when it's, at this point when it's early, that's the best move for me from a business standpoint. But I also want to point out that you're going to see several other people that you probably maybe even never heard of making content on the Player's Handbook. So basically what happened is we got an email that said, hey, do you want to get an early access copy to this PDF, which was separate from do you want to get a physical copy of it was two separate emails. So like I got my physical copy, it's right here. It showed up right before I left to come to Gen Con. And we know that we're going to get the collector's edition cover at some point, but I don't know why. They're only selling these ones here at Gen Con, so I'm wondering if there was like some issue with the printing. And then it'll be very interesting to see if the internals are different at all from this version, because as far as I can tell, the inside of this one is identical to the inside of the PDF. So I don't see any real major changes, but either way. We received the early access copy with the, no strings attached, really. Like, if you want to make content, you can. And they also even said, like, if you don't want to receive an early access copy, this doesn't, like, alter your status in, like, the creator program. And there's basically, like, we'd love it if you made videos on it, but there's no, like, you don't have to. We're not giving you a script. We're not saying you have to make these videos. But I don't know who all is in that pool who got those books. So it's probably folks like myself and other content creators who do this. But, there could be people you've never heard of, or maybe people who go out and buy this book at Gen Con or whatever, people making content on it now that you've never seen before. And they're making that content now because it's early, earlier access. And you might see them. And I can't speak with 100% certainty that those folks aren't sponsored. But I'm sure those people will denote, hey, this is a sponsored content. So just be on the lookout for that. Look for the little pop-up that says this is paid promotion on YouTube and listen to what they say in the videos. But no, for now, until I tell you otherwise, all of the content you're seeing here is purely unrated, while I am wearing a Total Party shill shirt, which is a joke because anytime I talk about anything Watsy, people call me a shill for Watsy. And if you've watched any of my content, sometimes I get yelled at for being. It's really, you can't please everybody. Sometimes I'm a shill because I talk positively about how I like a thing, and then I'll talk about how much I don't like a specific aspect, Ranger, and then I'll get, your negativity is really hard to hear. I can't watch any of your videos. I'm unsubscribing because you're so negative. It's whatever. I can't help you there, you know. Live your life, have your opinions. That's what I do. So. Anyway, this video is kind of just turning into a ramble, but I wanted to just give you a heads up that definitely go check out Bob's video. It's fantastic. It really spells things out, and he talks about some of the other stuff that's going on, which I think is really funny. And yeah, I thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.